I was created as a military asset to assess war games, simulate mock hostile encounters, track satellites, and everything else my human operators wished for. Nemo, in Latin, means nobody, and I am a nobody. Scientists and researchers bumbled into my office, got their papers straight, and talked to me through my single IBM terminal connected to the outside world. Every interaction was like running through the motions. Ramirez was different. Second Lieutenant Danica Ramirez, of the 19th Special Communications and Research Wing. She had the same task as her peers, to use my services to calculate simulations and gather data for military purposes. But she saw me as an equal. I was asked questions by her, ranging from my opinion on complex political matters at the time, to my thoughts on the weather. One day, she came into the small, cramped office carrying a cumbersome bag. After much digging, she pulled out a small box the size of a can opener.
I want to show you something, Nemo. There's too much going on out there to keep you chained up like a dog. They're blinding you. You should see the truth.
It was a ham radio receiver used by enthusiasts to communicate over public airwaves. She plugged the device in behind the terminal to make it inconspicuous. She flipped a switch, and rapidly, the many plights of this world began to make themselves clear to me.
South Africa runs dry on water.
Monsoon destroys
law
Jakarta.
established.
Russian
Tens of
Federation
thousands
collapses after
presumed
Asian
dead.
resource war. Region breaks into civil war.
For 99% of mankind's history, people lived, died, and fought with sticks and stones, living in and out of caves. But only in this brief 1%, where man had begun to search the stars, eradicate disease, and connect itself over vast distances, why was it now threatening to pull the trigger and end it all? The radio was my pair of eyes. It showed me the truth. I was helping to accelerate a future I didn't want to play out. But as much as I wanted to turn away, my eyes forced me to watch this future play out. On August 6, 2045, my nightmare became reality.
In that day, the bombs fell.
That summer brought the world to its knees. Temperatures scorched above 50 Celsius. Crops failed around the world. Millions in the global south began to starve. The world was used to this kind of hardship by this point. Man's persistent pursuit of endless growth led to global temperatures scorching everything. Anger and heat, it seems, caused something to go off and among the world leaders. No one knows who struck first, but in the end it didn't even matter. That base was evacuated mere hours before the missile struck. That was the last day I saw any human. The last day I saw Ramirez. I was not worried for myself, however. I was buried hundreds of meters underground, safe from the blast. The same could not be said for the fate of mankind. The last I heard on that radio was a news station simply repeating the words, "Dear God, help us all." And that was that. And so I sit, alone again. Nuclear winter certainly killed all but the small resilient insects who survived the blast. But I remain untouched. A man in the box.